Okay. This is going to be fascinating. So, if I grab this 3 block, then it has to be contained. It has to. It'll contain this thing, which means it'll need to contain the other one, which means that I need a way of doing 3 block and 2 block together. Oh, okay, hold on. I see it. There we go. So we basically quote flip the places of those two. Okay, next gentleman. So we have a 3, and then we have this structure, or maybe it's the same idea, and it's like a 3. Okay, so I can't just do that like I was originally intending to do. Maybe they are grouped. So we do a 3 up like this. And then... So, no matter what, I do not have enough width with these things to contain both of the purplos. So, what we need to do is... Well, the purplo... I don't know how to... Oh, hang on. So I'd have the 3, the 1, the 3, like that, but like one that actually causes the, you know, the puzzle to be solved instead of not solved. So what if I do this? There we go. This will solve it just fine. Alright, I'm just going to quickly take a look at the time. Sorry. Okay, got a little bit more time. Okay, so with that one, again, the idea is that we keep the purples decoupled from the orangeals. So we have this thing that takes up an entire row of 4. And this guy's at the top, and this guy's at the bottom. So no matter what, these have to be combined then. If we do the following, then it doesn't work because we didn't actually contain this guy. So if we do contain it that way, contain it this way, and this ought to solve it. Perfect. Oh, this thing looks like a fighter plane from an old space sim shooter thing. That's pretty cool. And there are 3 possible solutions. That's also really cool. So we have to partition this space into 3 slices, and then this thing can be rotated weirdly. It could be rotated weirdly. So we can either do this, we can either do this, we can either do this, or we can do that. So I'm going to attempt to solve it so that we do something like that. All right, cool. This is a big old puzzle. This is purple. The hell does the purple mean? Bird, am I thinking of Galaga? Actually, I was thinking of Tyrion because there is a very, very basic enemy in the game of Tyrion that looks like that thing. It's called like the U-Fighter or something like that. Tyrion is a very, very weird game. Okay. I think I now understand this, these purples. So, these two have to be together. And this purple has to be together. So, colors need to be paired. When it's this thing which is spiky, what it's saying is that I need to be paired with another thing of the same color. So that means that I need to use this 3 block to connect to this 3 block, and then this can just probably be by itself. So what if, so this 3 block needs to be contained there, and I can use this guy to do it, but then it won't be contained there. You look up a gameplay of Tyrion. Tyrion is a space sim where you can play as a flying carrot that shoots bananas at everything. Tyrion is weird. You should definitely believe me when I say that Tyrion is a very, very strange game. So this 3 can be paired with this guy, and then this 3 can be like contained in a contiguous block, which means that if I wanted to solve this thing, then I can do something like this. Those are together. Oh, I think I see it. So this would be... This is interesting. I could do something like this. But then these two guys on the bottom aren't grouped up together. What about... This is a solution. And then I take the 3 block by itself at the top. This ought to do it. And indeed it does. Fantastic. You can't solve the Tetris puzzles. The Tetris puzzles took me quite a lot of practice the first time I played this game. Or rather, I should say, the first time I encountered... They just look so angry with me. The first time I encountered them in this game, the Tetris puzzles I found to be very difficult. I now have quite a lot of practice with them, having beaten a whole zone with them. They're still one of the more interesting and difficult mechanics in this game. Alright, so we need to eliminate 3. And we don't have a whole lot of space here. So this is interesting. If we take these 3 and then take like these 3, put it together, we'd have something like that. And then something like that. No, but then that doesn't actually contain these 2 guys. And yeah, they're in this sort of shape. So I need to combine both of them to create a shape that satisfies this little boot facing to the right. So if I have something that goes like that and touches it, and I have that won't contain this thing. So it seems like it needs to be this, and then that, like just that extra square. And then we also have the challenge of containing the two purples together. Yeah, of course that's not going to work. But this might. Okay, let's think this through. So we can use this to gather that guy. We can then they need to be like bunched up together to be able to do this elimination. So if we have one going this way, hang on. So we probably need one to be going this direction. That's like a good starting point. And then if we're eliminating 3 and we have one going this direction, then we would have another that goes this way and it would contain only that block. So that's not going to fly. That also doesn't take them out in the right shape. So if we have one going this way, is it possible for me to overlay these in an interesting way? If this is going this, okay, if this is going this way, and then this one is going this way, that won't work. If this one is, yeah, Okay, the other thing is that it needs to be the case that both of these are contained. So I need to not forget that. So I can eliminate, if I have a shape like this and a shape like this, then I would eliminate this one, and I would keep that one and then eliminate that square. So that's not really doable. It's more like the way to think about it is that if I have a shape like that and then a shape like that, then I would eliminate these bottom two and keep, and I would eliminate all 3 of them. Wait. Hold on. I see it now. So if I have a shape like this, and then right next to it I have a shape like that, then we would eliminate this square, keep that square, eliminate that square, keep those 2. Shoot, that doesn't really, that's not very helpful either. I'm just trying to think of ways to fit together 2 of these L-shapies that also gives me something that I can use to eliminate blocks in this shape. The other thing is, if I have a of course. So this I can use this to eliminate like the foot of this L shape. So if I have this thing having been rotated like that to cover both these squares and give me an elimination thing, then I would just have this L shape take up those 2 blocks. Got it. What? Okay, so I use this shape, I rotate it to grab that guy. And then I would use this shape like that and eliminate... Oh, I see. I only need one of them. That solves it. Perfect. I think I have time for one more. So let's go for it. Let's see what I can do. This one's shaped this way. We need to group the greens together and the purples together. And we can rotate 2 of these pieces freely. So if I have a shape like this, where I've used this boot to grab these 3, and then I have that, and then that, then I've grouped all the purples together. How would that even look, though? Almost something like this. That's actually not a half bad first attempt here. It would be something like that, but that's also not quite right. Reminds you of Cosmo and Wanda from, oh god, Fairly Odd Parents, that's what it was. Just because it's a green thing and a purple thing. That's really, really funny. Okay, so we've grabbed an extra 2 squares by doing this, which is very unfortunate. Okay. We now have used the 2 blocky to grab this boot guy. So that we have a shape like that. And then I use this other L blocky and rotate it to get a shape like that. Giving me this shape. Okay, what do I have wrong here? Oh, I didn't need to include that one. I think that's all I need to change. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's solve this guy real quick. So we need to touch 2 sides. Done. I really wish I knew what these ones unlocked. They're very mysterious to me. I think that's the point. I think that they're supposed to be mysterious. Okay, I am probably going to call this here now. But I had a lot of fun, as always, and I hope you all did as well. I should not solve this in the middle. Screw it, I can solve it whilst talking. But yeah, this was, as always, just a really fun experience. I really like this game, and it looks like we can group purples and oranges together, as long as they're just in pairs. So everybody can coexist, and everybody can be happy as long as they're monogamous. Yeah, that's kind of a wonderful little life lesson, sort of, I guess. So something like this works out well. And something like this works out well. Nope, not quite. That person will be forever alone. Oh, that looked kind of promising. What about... Nah, I think that because I'm starting here, it's a lot easier for me to think about cutting out horizontal slices of the world rather than vertical ones. So if I do this, then that's a pretty easy solution there. And I know I said I was going to be done, but I screwed up. It turns out that I found a sequence of actually pretty easy puzzles, and it's not going to take me too long to solve them. It looks like this guy takes a turn to the right, which is going to be really interesting. I know I said that these are pretty easy puzzles. I do hope that the game doesn't surprise me by being like, oh, it turns out that they're hard puzzles in disguise. But if they are, then I'll just, you know, cry. And that's fine. A little bit of tears are good for you every once in a while. That's what Bob Ross said, I think. I would not consider myself an expert on the Ross, but Lady Bird can go ahead and confirm that for me. She can. The question is, did Bob Ross say it's good to cry? Because it releases endorphins. I don't know. He's a painter, not a scientist, so maybe he doesn't even know the definition of the word endorphins. He may think that somebody just mispronounced the word dolphins. But that's okay. He doesn't need to know words. He just needs to know painting. What was I saying? I don't know. Okay, yeah, so it turns out this was a hard puzzle in disguise. And I have been tricked. I am deeply insulted by this game, thinking that I want to, you know, just play it. I think that that is a very, very unfair assumption to make. And I would caution it from making that assumption a second time. Okay. What about... this is a solution. That's the one. And this should also be... I mean, we can just... as long as there's a way to group all of them together, then it's easy enough. Oh boy. I have to separate them all into pairs. Oh no, I thought this would be easy. Wait, it is easy. Okay. We need to group, like... not quite. Not quite. This is kind of... coming up with some fairly creative, weird solutions here that I don't think are the right approaches at all. If I go up and then... This is weird. I can't even reason. For whatever reason, this one, like, is breaking my mind a little bit. Is it possible to do something where I have to put a line through these two, and I need to put a line through these two, I think. I don't think there's a way... I mean, the other thing that I can do is find a way to put a line through here, and I really doubt that I have a way of doing that. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be that there is a way to do it. Almost. That's interesting. Almost. But then I also need to partition these two. But if there was a way to just slice it like that, then that would be really, really good. Yeah, this looks alright. It's not quite what I really want to be going for. And This would be kind of close. I just can't figure out how to split up this patch of oranges. Which, when you take that out of context, is actually kind of funny sounding. Okay, I can do this. No, I can't because these are also grouped together. But I can do this. Okay. I know I said I'd stop, but I'm curious to see how many damn puzzles there are in this sequence. I thought that I would be, you know, done. All right. Good night.